Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/Inkdependence and the season of giving. Right now over on Patreon.com/Inkdependence, patrons get a patron-only Discord. They get ad-free video and they get the joy of knowing that they have supported this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and this is Inkvent, but it's not Diamine Inkvent. This is a whole different Inkvent, a bunch of inks, and this is actually from Enigma Stationery. So here's the deal. Enigma Stationery does these on a pre-order basis, and they sent this one out for me gratis, just to like have and give feedback on, but I want to share it with you because this is real fun. So, Enigma Stationery is Dan, Michelle, and Penn, their child, who seems very nice. I got to meet them at the San Francisco Pin Show, and it was great. And I really like these folks, and I like all the stuff they've got on their site. Go check out Enigma Stationery. Not a sponsor, although they did send this to me. I just kind of like them. So, this is a thing they've done for the last couple of years, and this one comes with an Inkvent stand, 25 numbered ink samples, 25-day scratch-off sheet, a special gift, an original coloring card set. I love the color rings. They're great, especially for swatching a bunch of inks, and then an envelope with printed labels. So after Inkvent is done, you can take these little vials, which are like this, and you can put the label on them that will be in this here envelope. So this came in a bunch of different sets. I have Enigma Stationery Inkvent 2023 set I, and I think it went from A through L, if I'm not mistaken. So there are a bunch of different ones of these. And Dan said that they will all share about 50% of the same inks, and the other half will be different across like these little, the sets. So I don't know what you got in your Enigma Stationery Inkvent, but I'm going to show you what I got. But I'm only going to do it a week at a time. So I'll do like, I don't know, 4 of these, 7, 5 of these, something like that. And the deal is I can't do one every day like I do with Diamine. That would be just 50 videos, and it would burn me out to a crisp. So I'm going to do them 7 at a time is my plan, although the last one might have more or fewer. I haven't done the math. Whatever. Wait, 7, 14. Yeah, the last one might just... last one will just have a few fewer. It'll have 4 fewer. So that'll work out fine. Why am I doing math on stream? Because that's the kind of guy I am. So let's look at the first 7 of these and this situation. So what it comes with is, if you get the stand version, you can get it with just the inks and no stand if you want, but the stand is kind of special, so I would say at least 1 year get the stand. He laser cuts these stands, and this has a nice nib right there. It has space for all 25 of these suckers, and it has these little stand pieces which go together, and you just kind of set this on it like that, and it hangs on your desk and is ready for you to have 25 ink samples in it, which is pretty great. I kind of love it. It's pretty neat, right? So I have done the first 7 of these, and as I said, these all come in these little vials, and they are all parafilmed, so they won't leak. I did have one that tried to leak, but it didn't make it through the parafilm at all. My fingers did get a little bit of inky. In fact, there's a little bit right there because it got under my fingernail, and I can never get it out of my fingernails when it gets under there. It's been in there for like a week. I think that was like one of the very first ones. And then they have these little discs, which are also laser cut discs, and they are somehow affixed to the top here. I don't know what... super glue? I don't know what's stuck them on there, but that's got the day on it. And then when you're all done, you open this up, and it's got labels, and you can label all your vials and put them in your usual storage if you like. So very fun. I love it. Each day comes with this thing. Today is the 7th. We've done the first 7. I'm kind of doing these on the days of. This is pretty great. I love these little scratch offs. And the way that Audrey and I have been doing it is I will get the vial, and I will do the little swatch, and then she will scratch it off at the same time, and then she'll have me kind of guess what they are. And I have, in fact, guessed, I want to say 2 of them correctly. There might be more. I'll take a look at it as we go. I kind of remember, but I'll be like, I don't know, is it this one? And she'll be like, no. And she'll be like a hot or cold. Like, am I on the right continent? Am I in the right, like, something like that. And she'll like try to give me hints until I get it. There have only been a couple I have not been able to actually guess, but they're, these little fun things. I don't even know how you do this. This seems great, and I love this situation. It is a lot of fun. All right, so here are the first 7. Day 1 here was Teranishi Guitar Smoky Navy. This is one that somehow I think I guessed the Teranishi. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something about the Teranishi. Oh wait, did I guess this one? No, I guessed this one. Another Teranishi, but this is Teranishi Guitar Smoky Navy, and as you can see here, it is a really nice, very dark blue-black with a good navy cast to it, and a little bit of sheen on the top of it there as well. You can get the light just right. Yep, that's pretty good. So yeah, a little bit of sheen on that one. Then second day, this is the one that leaked just a tiny bit. You can see there's actually a little bit of sheen right here caught in the matte part of the bottle, and that's what got under my fingernail and won't come out. But this is Troublemaker Donna Victoria, and I don't think I guessed this one. I think this one I just couldn't get. This one right here, I guessed one. She's like, nope, it's another brand. You're not like the biggest fan of that brand. This is this is Kayonoto Kokiro, I think. I don't actually know how you're supposed to say that. I don't do good Japanese. This is actually one of the ones from this line that I do like because this color is just so unusual. It's kind of a pea soup green, but also it's kind of like C-3PO. Like it's got that kind of goldish tone to it, which is really interesting. Oh, and I should say this is obviously a deep purple with a bunch of green sheen. Let me hit it with a little light from the other side so you can see. Yeah, I've got the sun competing with me for light sources, and my camera's like, "Why are you doing this to me?" But yeah, pretty nice. I like this this Kayonoto ink pretty well. Then down here we have Ferris Wheel Press Hardy Harvest on day 4. This one I did not guess. I just couldn't figure out what it was and who was using this sort of coppery shimmer. But this looks really nice. I actually really like the way it looks in the writing sample down there as well. It's got a good amount of that coppery shimmer. In fact, that's all shimmer down there. Wild, right? Pretty good stuff. Next up, guitar. This is Teranishi guitar again. This is Modern Red. Modern Red is a very nice color. I dig it as well. And this is one that I did guess. I looked at it, I'm like, is this a Teranishi? And she's like, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, I don't know. It just felt like a Teranishi guitar. Just kind of did. I don't have Modern Red, so I was psyched about that one. Next up, Colorverse Cat's Eye Nebula, and this is one that I could not guess. I couldn't figure out who would have this ink with so little ink in the ink. I thought it was maybe a Troublemaker. I thought it was maybe a Ferris Wheel Press because I'd seen those recently, and they sometimes will have just inks that are barely ink. But this is Colorverse Cat's Eye Nebula, and there's a bunch of shimmer in there, and I am really on the fence about this, which means I need to put it in a pen. So my friend Tina showed a swatch of this from her Inkvent calendar, and she's like, I love this. And her swatch looked really dark. Like it was all like this rim here. And mine, I was swatching around like, there's no ink in this. I'm really kind of disappointed. But down here in the writing bit, now this is a big glass dip pen nib, but that writing sample looks totally readable. So I don't know. I need to put this in a pen to see what it's like, but I know this was the big hotness at DC pen show this last year, and I was like, oh, pass. There's barely any ink in there, but I'll give it a try because I've got the sample. Why not? That's one of the great funs of these. And this last one, day 7, today, is Sailor's Hiromiku Seiki, and this, I put this on there. I'm like, this is Seiki, right? And Audrey's like, how'd you know? I'm like, because it's one of my all-time favorite inks. This ink just is so darn good. On this Wearing Ghoul pad that I've got here, was, by the way, I didn't tell you what this was because I'm bad at presenting, but where's the cover? Here we go. This is one of the Wearing Ghoul color swatch ink notebooks. So this is Sailor Hiromiku Seiki, and it is on here pink and green. Sometimes you get gray tones. You usually get this sort of interior pink tone. I've had this in a pen for a very long time, and I don't see that changing. I just kind of keep putting it back in the same pen, and I know exactly which one it is because I reach for it a lot. It's almost out, and I'm trying to talk myself into not re-inking it with the same ink, but I probably will because darn it, I love Seiki. It's so good, and so definitely get this one. So I'm looking forward to see what the rest of these days have for us because this is a good selection of inks, and I'm curious to see which ones y'all have gotten and which ones are in the other sets and all that sort of thing. Which ones are particular to each one. I'm very curious now, and yeah, I like this a lot, and I think that y'all should probably check this out. It was a bit cheaper than the Diamine ink set this year if you didn't get the stand. If you get the stand, it's about the same. But without the stand, I want to say it was 80 some odd dollars. And with the stand, it was 100 and change. 115, something like that. It was not very expensive. I'll put the price down here. Why am I guessing? I'll put it down here. But I think it was pretty reasonable for the stuff that goes into this. So yeah, it's fun. The only problem is that if you pick this up, the stand comes off. And so it's kind of hard for me to show on camera. But for using in your house, this is very good if you can find a good place to put it and just like, you know, enjoy your Inkvent. So yeah, I dig it. I think this is a very cool set. I like what Dan's doing with this. I love it. I'm a big fan. So check this out over at Enigma. Tell them I said hi. And I mean, it won't get you anything, but it's always nice to say hi from people. So tell them I said hi. And, get yourself something from Enigma because they have some really cool inks over there. They have cool stuff that they make. And it's worth checking out. And this is a neat thing. Look for it next year. And until next time, peace out.